In this class, we're going to run through a couple of examples of different code snippets, what they do, and how to add them to our theme, either with our child theme or the code snippet plugin that I'll demo here in just a bit. Now, it's a good idea to go ahead and create a fresh backup of at least your database before adding any code to your website, including these code snippets. Now, first, I'm going to add the code to remove the admin bar from the front end, if you're logged in. And yes, there is an option inside the profile where you can toggle this feature off. And that's one of those examples I touched on in a previous class where before you do any customizations, check to see if it's something that's already built in. But let's just assume for a second that I didn't, or that I did check and just overlooked it. So that's our first code snippet. I'm going to remove the toolbar up here from the front end. Next is a little bit of code snippet that I'm going to be able to edit the greeting up here in the top right corner of our toolbar. Of course, if the toolbar is removed, we won't know that, but you'll be able to see that instead of it saying howdy, you can put whatever you want up there. Let's go ahead and do the no plugin first. In other words, I'll add the code snippets to our child themes, either functions.php file or the style.css file. Actually, both of these are going to go in the functions, but after I do that and demonstrate that they work, I'll remove those code snippets, and then we'll install and activate a code snippet style plugin, and then add those snippets to the plugin just to demonstrate how that works. And then, of course, we'll test it, and then we'll move on from there. And you don't have to worry about pausing this class to try to copy the code snippets exactly as they are. I'll be including a copy and paste document along with this class so that you can do just that. Copy the codes and simply paste them into your theme or plugin. So let's get to work here. Let's go and log into the dashboard. I'm going to leave this window open and go to a different tab. And just to show you that we still have the child theme installed and active, that's what we're going to be using to add our custom code to, but we're not going to be adding it in the site editor. Instead, we're going to go to Tools, then in the flyout, we're going to select Theme File Editor. And over here on the right, we're going to make sure that we're in the right theme, and this is for the child theme. So we got the style sheet, that's this one by default. Then we got the theme functions, that's this one. And any code that you add to your functions or style.css, just to be on the safe side, put them at the bottom. So this first one is going to be the one disabling the toolbar from the front end. Of course, you can still see it in the back end here. I've already copied it to my clipboard, and I'm just going to paste it right here. I've got a comment line here at the top, basically just telling me what this does. So in the future, I'll be able to look at this and go, oh, okay, yeah, that's what that's for. Go ahead and update it. And let's come on back here to our site. And if I refresh, this should go away like so. Okay, that one works. And this is in the child theme. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, delete, update file, update successfully, come back here, refresh. And okay, so that one worked. The next one, we're going to replace or edit the howdy part of our greeting in the top right corner. And again, the first line is a comment to let me know what this is for. Right here, replace howdy with welcome or whatever you want. The default setting is welcome, but let's say, hey there. And that's the only edit that you want to make in this code, like it says right there. So let's go ahead and update. Come on back here, and you can see right now it says howdy. Let's refresh. And now it says, hey there. Let's go back in and remove that code and update our file. In this class, the code snippet plugin I'm using is WP Code. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the same one that you use because they're all pretty much the same. I'm going to go to Add New Plugin. And in the top right search plugins box, you can just put in code snippets. This is the one that I'll demo, WP Code by WP Code. Install and activate and refresh. And now we've got a new addition here in the left admin sidebar saying code snippets. Go on in there and click on Add Snippet. And you can see there's a ton of stuff in here. This is the free, but they got a pro version that has even more stuff. Let's see if we've got one. And here's one, disable admin bar. And see if they've got that other one in here. Okay, well, we'll do this one here. Disable the admin bar. Let's go ahead and use snippets. And remember, all I've done so far is installed and activated and selected that preset for disabling the WordPress admin bar for all users and brought us to this page. Everything is set up properly. but there are instructions on how to use this if you want to go that route. Basically, all I need to do now is just toggle this on to activate it, click on Update, and you can see there are additional settings down here as well, but I just left everything in the default setting. I just toggled this on, clicked on Update, and if we go back to our site, refresh, done. Okay, I'm going to toggle this off, Update, go back to the site, refresh, done. Now then, let's go back to add a snippet. I'm going to use snippet. I'm going to use a custom one because I didn't see this other one in there to edit the howdy part. Copy this code back into my clipboard. Come on in here and paste it in here. Well, we've got some errors here, looks like. Oh, okay. The code type you need in this drop-down box is PHP snippet, not HTML snippet. That might be it. And then we can come on down here, make any adjustments we want. I'm just going to leave all these in the default setting. Now, down here, if you wanted to, you can add some notes and some tags like you may have seen on the previous code snippet that we added. Toggle it on, save snippet, and it says welcome instead of howdy. But again, we could change that right here. Toggle this off, update, and now it says howdy. And that's going to bring us to the end of this class on showing how to add custom code snippets to our theme, whether it's with a plugin or hard coding it into our child theme. Thanks for checking out this class, and you have a great day.